Today is April 3rd, 2026. April is National Fair Housing Month, and I've committed to making a video about fair housing every single day of April. I just got done with an event, and the event was the NAMAR Connect meeting. And so NAMAR is the North Atlanta Metropolitan Association of Realtors. And we had Bill Dedman come in. He was on a team that dove into fair housing violations in Long Island. And so on the one hand, I was actually encouraged today because I showed up. We had a pretty good turnout for the meeting. We had a lot of engagement, and Bill brought up how, the National Association of Realtors has, since that investigation, passed a rule that says, hey, we have to have fair housing every 2 years. He went on to talk about how CEOs of major brokerages were wanting to make sure that their agents were complying with fair housing. Seeing our industry try to police itself a little better, I felt like that was a good step forward. It's also discouraged, though, because Bill also brought up the fact that the federal government has largely defunded fair housing enforcement. They've dismissed hundreds of cases just because they don't have the staff or the funding to basically enforce fair housing. No new cases have been brought in the last year, and on average, he said it was dozens. He didn't say a specific number. He said dozens per year get brought, and zero are being brought. And then we got to listen to three panelists, and the three panelists were actually in different forms of local government, but one of them was basically a HUD enforcement agency that's local in metropolitan Atlanta area, and her agency has been defunded as well. And she doesn't even know what life is going to look like for her agency, if it's even going to exist after 52 years due to the lack of funding. DEI is a big buzzword, or I guess three big buzzwords. And the argument against DEI is that a person of color, a member of the LGBTQ plus group, or a female will get a job ahead of an equally qualified white male. And the argument is that we're putting unqualified people into positions. And I don't actually believe any of that, but I can at least understand the rationale of the argument. When it comes to fair housing, though, it's not like any seller is going to be required to take an offer less than what a white person is putting in just because it's a person of color, just because it's a member of the LGBTQ plus community, just because it's a woman and not a straight white man. It's not like a landlord is going to be required to lower their qualifying standards or charge less rent to people of color, to a member of the LGBTQ plus community or a woman. Than they would charge to a straight white man. And so while I'm looking at all of this, I just don't understand how reducing fair housing enforcement makes housing any more fair.